So it's beginning to look a lot like I only have one present under the tree and a lot more people to shop for. So if you're anything like me and trying to last minute shop, especially for the aquarium hobbyists in your life, hopefully this list helps you find the perfect gift. Take note, while this is being recorded, I think I'm around 100 subs, so none of this is sponsored. These are just products we really love in our fish room. The first gift on our list is actually 2 separate products, but we feel it's an essential from beginners to advanced. The first product is our favorite Aquascaping Tool Kit. It does come with a spatula which is used for manipulating substrate, and both curved and straight tweezers with serrated tips, which are made for both feeding fish and for planting your plants, especially in harder to reach spots. Our most used tool in the fish room though are these curved scissors, which are great for getting your scape looking exactly how you want it and trimming your plants. I would say we honestly use these on almost a daily basis. And the second product is just a simple shrimp and fry net, but this is our personal favorite from Amazon. The next gift on the list is phenomenal for anybody who does like to do nanoscapes. This mini hang-on back filter is really efficient, and we do have it on a lot of our smaller tanks. Even though it does seem very tiny, even with a lot of foam over it to keep shrimp from getting into the filter intake, this still has an amazing output. Something to take note of though is it is very hard to find the filter media for this, so we personally make our own using some of the other filter media and foam that we have around our fish room, but if you can take the time to do that, this filter really pays off. The only bad review we have of it is that when things get stuck in the impeller, it can be pretty loud, so you have to remove it to clean it, but that happens with every hang-on back, so this one is amazing for what it puts out. The third gift on our list is one of our all-time favorite products in our fish room, and this is an external breeder box. Being that it's on the outside of the tank, it does make it a lot easier for viewing, but it does use an air pump to pump water from the parent tank through the breeder box, so you're constantly getting that fresh flow. Using an air pump, it does also have an adjustable flow, so you can really get it to where you need it to be. However, it doesn't come with an air pump, so I do suggest picking up a cheap one at the store. You really don't have to be picky with this. And it does come in 2 sizes. We do have the bigger one, but it only really fits on our 75-gallon, so I wouldn't suggest it for every hobbyist. Now we are getting a little bit on the pricier side with this next gift, but it used to be around $20 until a fellow YouTuber, MD Fish Tanks, picked up on it, and they can attest to how amazing this light is. So they updated the model, and there is now an option to buy a Wi-Fi remote, and that is really awesome. This light is able to clamp onto almost any rimless tank and is for both saltwater and freshwater. It is full spectrum LED and honestly looks amazing. Any hobbyist will tell you though that plant lights are expensive, so even though this is on the pricier end, it is very cheap for a light that can keep these plants looking amazing. The last gift on our list is for if you are really looking to spoil that hobbyist in your life. Although this is pricier, it is one of the best canister filters we have in our fish room. And we do also run the Fluval FX4, but we'll tell you why this is amazing and really worth the price. Now it does have Wi-Fi capabilities, so you are able to adjust the flow rate, even the times that the flow rate changes on this, and it really gives you a full control over the filter. But more importantly, look at all this media. This has some of the biggest media trays and the most space of any canister filter, especially at this price point. This is for much larger tanks, so don't be buying this for your friend that has a 20-gallon. We have this personally on a 75-gallon, and I do believe it can run up to just over a 150-gallon tank. The only problem that we have with this filter is it doesn't mention in the manual that you do need to turn the Wi-Fi settings off after you've set your tank to where you want it to be. But don't worry, even though you're turning it off completely, there is a button on the top to hard reset back to factory whenever you need to reset your settings. Inconvenient, but I promise you it is worth it. Something to take note though, Petsmart does have an app that has a game called Treat Trails where you can get up to 25% off a single item on top of sales, so you can go in person and get an even better deal on this filter. Lastly, we do have a bonus item, but it's because it's not on Amazon. You do need to order directly from their site. This is the Mini Complete Tank, and you can sometimes find it at local fish stores, but not box stores. It is on the pricier side for such a small tank, but that's because it is all USB powered with a full spectrum adjustable LED light and a built-in sump, which is pretty crazy. We have 2 of these, and although you can only really keep snails and plants in them, they are an adorable desktop addition to your office or home. I do truly hope that this last-minute gift list helps you out. I did try to make sure that all of the presents could be ordered on Amazon Prime with their 2-day shipping, or you could go in person and get them from a local box store. But don't forget to leave us in the comments below what you get this year.